All right, well, with an impressive career spanning over 4 decades, Elle Macpherson was the first Australian to reach supermodel status.
Renowned globally as The Body, she's opening up about an incredible life in her new book, Elle, and she's already making headlines for the way that she decided to treat her breast cancer. We're thrilled to say she joins us live in the studio. Big round of applause for Elle Macpherson.
Hi. Welcome,
hey.
Elle.
It's great to be here.
Nice to see you, nice to see you. Hey, first up, what a tsunami of response to your treatment and your treatment choices. Not all that favourable with some about your choice. How are you responding to those criticisms?
You know, it's been a somewhat interesting week as far as the press is concerned. We have to remember that a lot of the journalists that are writing haven't read the book, and they haven't been through this experience themselves personally, and I guess I would say I'm really pleased that it has sparked conversation and discussion, because with discussion comes awareness and comes growth. And so uncomfortable for me, but I think it's very worthwhile in that sense.
Just to remind people as well, and those who haven't read the book, you were advised to undergo a mastectomy, radiation chemotherapy and hormone therapy. So why did you make that choice to take a holistic path?
Well, just to be clear, I sought a lot of medical advice. I mean, can I say that again? I sought a lot of medical advice, and you know, the bottom line was that it was very interesting because every doctor had a different opinion on how to treat my specific case of breast cancer, and there was no clear path, and there was no guarantees either way. And so I just made a decision based on all the information that I gathered and what felt right for me. And it's important to mention that I am not giving advice to other people.
Right.
I'm sharing my experience. And the chapter itself isn't really about cancer. It's about how to make a decision when you're gripped with fear and adversity.
Well, that's an important point, because I think one of the biggest criticisms has been, you know, your responsibility as someone with such high profile and such an idol for so many, and a role model for so many women, that you do have that responsibility to share your, you know, why you made this choice.
Well, it was an honest, it was an honest chapter, and it's one of 18 chapters. The book is so much more than that one particular chapter that illustrates how to make a decision. It wasn't the decision I made that was important so much. It's how did I get there? Not it was in the context of cancer. But we have those decisions in life all the time when we're fearful, and making a decision out of fear is never helpful.
Look, I mean, I defended your decision to make your own choice last week. You have every single right to do that. Even that caused its own storm, so you know it's delicate. Can I ask you this? Your cancer had no clear margins, right? How do you deal with psychologically, and what do you put in place in your life to deal with the possibility of it returning?
A really profound wellness protocol and a great attitude to life. And, you know, that's what anybody can put in who goes through any, you know, medical adversity or disease. It's the same spirit that's required. You know, do your research, look after yourself, have a positive attitude, and, you know, it doesn't matter what you choose, how you choose to treat yourself, that is imperative.
So are you clinically in remission?
I am absolutely clinically in remission. Everybody keeps asking me that. And yeah, and I'm celebrating wellness, you know, and celebrating being well. I've been well for a very long time now.
But again, just to finish on that point, I think a lot of people, once they go, I didn't do anything to get this, and I'm asking myself all these questions. How do you overcome that fear of it return? And do you have that fear?
Well, I think what we do is overcoming fear and making decisions from a place of quiet resonance with yourself is really what, you know, meditation is a great way to do it, and really nurture the relationship you have with your inner sense. And my book starts with that, Give It a Go. Is, you know, starting a young girl in Australia, 18 years old. I take off on a plane to New York, but I had originally been asked to come to America before that, and I said no. And when I said no, I felt so nauseous. I went out and I threw up. And I realized I'd gone against myself. And so it's the same thing in this whole situation. When you go against what you truly believe is right for you, it never really ends well.
What about the people around you? You know, I'm thinking if this was a choice I made, you know, my children, my mum, my partner, were there your sons, were there people in your life that were like, this is crazy, like you need medical treatment?
Well, I had medical treatment. And I did a lot of research. I spoke to a lot of doctors, and you know, it's interesting. The whole protocol of how to treat breast cancer and most cancers changes from country to country. And as I said, the book isn't about cancer, and the focus on it is really distorted. It's distorting the rest of the gems that are in the book.
I know, but you've found yourself in the middle of a debate that I think so many women are having with not just the community, but with the conventional medical profession.
Yes.
And also, as you rightly point out, there is a transition to more holistic. And so however that combination now comes about, I think it has to, but however that combination comes about, you've sparked the debate. And I think that's a really good thing.
Absolutely. I think this conversation is really important. And it's maybe not even one or the other. Maybe it's a combination. And certainly it's a combination in many cases.
As you say, there are a lot of other things in this book as well. You wrote about your journey with alcoholism. At what point did you realise that you know, that was an issue for you?
Oh, gosh. I had sort of inklings inside that it would probably be better if I didn't drink, that I'd have a more fulfilling life if I was not sort of numbing my emotions. And then one day I just was like, okay, I want to go and figure out why I drink and what I can do about stopping it.
But were you like a glass of wine, you know?
Everybody wants to know the juicy details.
You know?
No, we just
What
want
is
to know.
it with you guys?
No, we just want to know because we
Putting
drink.
ourselves on a scale.
It's true, Aussies drink, and that's what I said. It was like, you know, all Aussies drink.
Yeah.
When I realised that I wasn't present in my life, so it wasn't so much how much, it was why.
Yeah.
And again, it's the same thing about cancer. It wasn't so much what I did. It's like why. Why did I choose, and how did I choose? How did I choose that?
And none of that's easy. The decisions you've been making have been pretty full on.
We all face decisions like this in life, and that's what the book is about. You know, it's many stories about how we can become empowered in our life and how we can see life as every experience as a valuable lesson, a valuable tool, that it's worthwhile and that it's purposeful.
Yeah.
And was that your key motivation for writing the book? Is that what you want people to take away from this?
Yes, absolutely.
Do you worry that your sons are too good looking?
Do they worry that they're too good looking?
I don't know where they
No,
got
they
that
don't really
from.
they're not really, you know, they're so brilliant, my boys. We have such a fantastic relationship. And they've been through a lot in their life as well, and they're learning and growing and evolving and getting to know themselves. And I think that's such a valuable thing, to get to know yourself and be able to learn who you are and how you can live life in the most fulfilling way.
You have a really great relationship with them. And I mean, just looking at the shots there, it's really lovely. And it's not easy in the public eye.
Are they still so proud of their mum? They must be.
They're so supportive and so wise and connected to themselves, and you know, they work hard and they've got great values, you know, a combination of my values and their dad's values, and they're developing their own values in life through their own life experiences. You know, all of us are unique and we have our unique experiences, and they are too.
Yeah. Hey, it's a real delight to talk to you. And as Elle pointed out, and we did focus a fair bit on some aspects of it, but the book is incredible. Elle is out now, so go out and grab it and give yourself an education in a life that hasn't had always tremendous ups, had its fair share
and
of
an
downs and
incredible
challenges.
career too.
Yeah, amazing.
Well, I'm
celebrate.
really proud of the book. It is a book of great substance. It's about events. It's not about events. It's about the evolution of a being in this lifetime.
Well, thank you for coming in, and get out and enjoy Sydney and Australia while you're here.
Watch Cronulla get knocked over in the finals.
How well did they do last night?
No, I love the Shire.
Come on.
I love the Shire.
They did so well.
No one loves the Shire more than I do. Good on you. Nice to see you.
Thank you.